So now that we've set up a server and a dev instance where we can preview a site both in a desktop browser as well as a equivalent of a mobile browser, let's talk about Git branching. So the basic motivation behind Git branching is that you want to have multiple versions of your code base coexist at the same time. Maybe you want to do A/B testing. Maybe you want to have multiple engineers working on the site at the same time. Maybe you want to experiment with a feature without making everybody block on the fact the feature isn't done yet. So branching is very easy within Git. It's much harder with previous version control models like SVN's model. So you're going to want to learn about Git branching. We won't go through all of it here. We're just going to be very functional about it. But if you want to get more depth, go through this reference and these four things as supplements. The main reference is the actual Git SCM book. SCM stands for Source Code Management. And this kind of goes through the concept of branching and merging with some diagrams. So walk through this. It's not that long. It'll give you some overview. And then you can also kind of go through the Git ref or the Atlassian documentation on Git branch. And that'll give you a little more context if you want. In terms of our purposes, we won't have to get really deep on Git branching. The concept, though, is very simple. The idea is that we start with a master repository, and we create two branches, the staging and the develop branch. We do all our edits and commits and so on in the develop branch, and when we're ready to go to staging, we check out the staging branch. We merge the develop commits into it, and then we push that to production, or not to production rather, to staging. And we confirm functionality over here. Now, importantly, each of these individual develop commits, we could preview it right there on the local server without doing any Git pushing. Many times you're going to find some bug on staging, and then what you do is you don't edit it in the staging branch. In general, what you want to do is propagate that back. That's why we use a dashed line. You find the bugs in the staging branch, you fix them in the develop branch. So we make a commit over here that's a bug fix, then we repeat, we check out staging, and we git merge develop. And now the thing is fixed. You probably want to push it to staging one more time to confirm functionality. And now you do one more, git checkout master, git merge staging, and now you push to production when it's confirmed. And now the site is actually live. And so the concept here is that edits only flow from the left-hand side to the right-hand side. We've got these three branches, develop, staging, and production, or develop, staging, and master, that coexist. And we use Git to sort of do change set management so that the things that make it from develop to master have to go through some sort of quality assurance step over here in the middle. Some people actually add yet a fourth branch, QA. That's not necessary when you're a small company. Your QA is basically your staging step. But in a larger company, you could add one more branch in the middle over here. That said, this gives you the concept of why we have Git branches. We basically use them to sort of isolate changes over here so that you're not just randomly committing an edit to the master site and taking it down by accident. Instead, it goes through a process before you actually get an edit to the master site. And so that's how we're using Git branching for the purpose of the dev, staging, production flow.